the message. But ultimately, I want you can also link.
Instead of me getting a divorce and going out with 100 women, even out with 500 women or 1,000 women or whatever, yeah, they would find somebody to lie about me. So I've been blessed that I haven't been put in that crucible. But just in closing, how do we support you? How do we get your word out? Take clips out of the show. It's all free to air, folks. Spread it everywhere. But I understand you're a manly man. You don't want to sit there and ask for support, but people need to aid this idea.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that. At CobraTate.com, my email list is free. I keep everybody completely updated. There's also some of my programs on there, just so I'll explain quickly what they are. I have Hustlers University. It only costs $49. It's extremely cheap, and I teach people how to make money online with 18 different modern wealth creation methods. We have thousands of testimonials of people who spent $49 and made thousands and thousands of dollars, so I encourage people to try that. It's a completely unique platform we built ourselves. It's not on any matrix-controlled apparatus. It's a completely brand new online school designed to teach people how to make money. Anybody, man, woman, old, young, doesn't matter. We have kids in there. We have old women in there. Everybody's making money. That's on CobraTate.com as well. And the other way you could support me, TopG.com, which you can also link to from Cobra Tate. We have t-shirts and that kind of thing, and it's amazing to spread the message. But ultimately, I want you to live true to yourself. I want you to be strong. It's fantastic if you're on my email list so I can keep you updated. But you support me by making this worthwhile, by knowing my message resonates. If I go through all of this and I talk to you and you listen to me and you don't do anything and you stay losing at life, then none of it was worth it. But if I go through all of this and you wake up and you start going to the gym, becoming a better person, standing up for what's right, refusing to allow yourself to become a slave, then it was worth it. So the best way you can support me is be the best possible version of yourself.
Tate's pledge is funded 100% by me. This is my personal money.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. Tate brothers are noble. Prophet Muhammad said, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Me, the one who cares for an orphan, will be in Jannah in paradise like this. Inshallah. السلام عليكم. بدي صوت السلام عليكم. قولوا عمو أنتيوم.
To be donated to Tate Pledge, which will be used to feed children in war-torn countries.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh from Syria. You're welcome, my dear bro and bro, my dear bro, Christian, may Allah bless you, Jazakumullah khair. But Tate brothers and bro, Jazakumullah khair. As you can see, brothers, subhanAllah, you heard about war in Syria. Now in Syria, we have more 1 million orphans, subhanAllah.
And I also promise to provide full accounting and receipts to prove that that money goes directly to charity, to feeding children in war-torn countries.
I don't want to go to prison, and I don't want to be set up, though they're in the news trying to get me indicted again right now. But if they put you in prison, it'll make you the next Nelson Mandela. If they put me in prison, it'll do the same thing. So I don't want that path. I'm not trying that path, but it's like if you throw me in that briar patch, that's what happens. And they just can't help what they're doing, and they can't stand the fact that we're not for sale. But if they were selling freedom, we'd join them. They're selling this to, you look at the globalists and how they live and who they are. They are the most disconnected, pathetic. They have these giant trillion-dollar portfolios. Not hundreds of billions, folks, trillions. And they should get back to loving themselves again and loving humanity. And I just wish there was some way to reach them. But I guess because they're psychopaths and sociopaths, they can't be reached. So I guess it really is, as George Orwell said, down to the proletariat. We've got to, how do we get, in closing, the general person that drives a truck or is a school teacher or a nurse to realize how powerful they are and what they can do extracurricularly instead of just thinking of themselves as this little person? How do we get little people to realize how big they are?
Yeah, they can't ban all of us, and they can't put all of us in jail, and they can't take everybody's bank. It is a battle of numbers. There has to be enough people to stand up and say, no, this is absolute garbage. And I agree with you. I wish we could reason with these people. Imagine how fantastic the world could be if all the world's global finance was actually aided towards helping people and truth. I have another website I haven't mentioned yet, TatePledge.com. I donate over $20 million a year to charity. Nobody mentions that. MSN will print negative about me all day long. They don't mention
let me pause because we're taping this. I want to say here for the crew, I've seen the millions of meals you're donating all over the world. Send us that ad. I want to put this in here right now.
Yep.
Tell us about that. I think I meant to mention that. Glad you brought that up.
Yeah, TatePledge.com, because it's very simple. I donate money, and unlike most charities, which are full of garbage CEOs taking a bunch of money and inefficiency, no, mine's very simple. Money, people on the ground, buying food. And I feed thousands of children every single day in war-torn countries, in the hardest countries to reach on Earth. And how many times does the MSM mention it? Never. How many times do the leftists mention it? Never. How many people do they feed? None. These people are genuinely evil. They're just interested in trying to attack me as opposed to talking about the good I do or doing any good themselves. And that's why I say we can't reason with them until they have souls. Because I have a soul. There could be somebody I dislike, and I could dislike all of their ideas, but I can still sit and say, well, he clearly feeds thousands of starving children a day, so he's not all bad. They can't even do that. That's how empty they are. They can't even sit there and admit a simple fact of life because they're so bitter and miserable inside of their hearts and souls. So I think the people at home, what you need to do is you need to tell the truth, be a good person, firm handshake, get up on time, say what you mean what you say. Remember, God is always watching and he'll reward you in the end. He is the best of planners. Whether he puts you in jail or me in jail, in the end, it will work out well for us. And it's the same for everybody at home. He may give you a trial or a tribulation, or it may seem difficult to do the right thing now, but in the end, you'll be glad you did it. And if enough people do that, all of this tyranny will end.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for the time today. This has been an incredible interview. Please join us again soon. And just, please be safe out there, because I know you're tough and you're ready to go back to jail and you're ready to go to prison. But man, that'll make it 10 times bigger. But we really don't want that. We want to be able to get you back to Texas and have dinner again.
I promise I'm doing my absolute best. I enter the situation without fear, but complete professionalism, and I'm doing my best to negate the Matrix attack, which has been constructed against me.
My last request is this. Can you get Tristan on the show?
Yeah, sure. We'll do it next week. I'll get Tristan. No problem.
All right. One more time, because, folks, this is not a game. This is a war. We're not playing games. We're betting on you. We're betting on humanity. We're betting on ourselves. We're one happy family. How do people find everything Andrew Tate?
CobraTate.com, sign up to the newsletter, and from there you'll see everything. I'm also on Twitter at CobraTate, or at X now, at CobraTate. You can see me on there as well.
All right, well, that's it for this incredibly historic interview. This is next level stuff, folks. I hope you share it, I hope you clip it up. It's up to you now to take this and make it even bigger. Thank you so much. God bless. We'll be right back.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate has been banned from Facebook and Instagram.
They can't cancel me.